Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of the What If F1 Return to series. And this is a series where I take a current generation 2019 F1 car, arguably the fastest F1 cars of all time, and we take them around past F1 venues and also races where F1 hasn't raced at, which may create fantasy scenarios. So in today's episode, we are racing at the classic Istanbul circuit for the Turkish Grand Prix, one of the most popular requested one in the comments in all of the episodes so far. And today we are racing here in Kimi Räikkönen's Alfa Romeo around this circuit. Istanbul, a track that personally myself, I wasn't a huge fan of, but a lot of people love it, and it's a very popular circuit. I know that, based off the comments and just, general F1 knowledge as a whole, it's a very popular circuit. And this track in itself, used to be in F1 from about 2006 to 2011, and then it dropped off the calendar due to low attendance and also, I believe, expanding costs as well. So, disappointing, but hopefully F1 might come back here sometime in the future. You never know, but we are going to try and see what these current V6 beasts are like around this circuit, because I feel like the lap records are going to absolutely tumble around here, and it's going to be very interesting. We are racing, like I said, in the Alfa Romeo of Kimi Räikkönen. I thought it was fitting, and we're going to go for it here, do a couple of laps and see how things go. As always, guys, leave the comments down below in the comment section down below, and without further ado, we're going to jump straight into things here, and let's see how it goes, and hopefully we can have a little bit of fun and set a decent benchmark in the process. Okay, so currently on the outlap, I do apologise, I can't seem to get 60 frames around here, and I've changed my graphics settings quite a lot. I don't think it's down to graphics settings, I think it's down to just overall the track in itself doesn't seem to have a good optimization. So I'm struggling to pull 60 frames around the entire lap, and I've lowered my graphics quite a lot. Around other tracks, I've got 60 frames on the highest graphics, no problem. So it's just a bit of a specific issue. At the minute though, we're currently on the outlap, just getting things warmed up. And the track in itself is not too bad. It's not the most accurate one, so there's a few corners and a few bumps that don't really, make sense. But it's not too bad, and I think it's going to take me quite a while to get up to speed around here. This isn't an ideal circuit in terms of the way it is for my liking. And I think I might have a few spins, to be honest. There's very little grip as well, is something I've noticed. So we might have to take a few stabs at it. Here we go then, through the final corner. And we're going to go for a bit of a side lap here. We'll open up the DRS on the main straight, along with, of course, the back straight after the kink. So here we go, turn one. Taking it easy at the minute. Fourth gear through there. Get on that apex, on the power. Try and stay off that curb if possible. As we go up the hill now towards turn 3, I believe. Blind apex, unsighted. Down a couple of gears, try and keep it tight and bring it over to the left hand side for the downhill here, for the right. Very easy to lose the back end through here. Feels super, super light. See that little bump there is not really that realistic. There's not really much of a bump there in real life. As we race down now towards the start of sector 2. Into this uphill right. Going to take it in 4th gear for now. And look at that, no grip. Very little grip on this track, I've got to say. It feels very, very like you're driving on ice. So setup changes might come very early in this one. Let's continue on though, as we now go towards turn 7 and 8, the legendary corners here. In this 2019 car, admittedly, it is not much of a challenge, it's very easy flat. That was kind of a challenge with the old cars. And in this chicane here, there's a nasty bump right on the entry, which right here makes it very awkward if we get the power down. You have to be very patient through there, and that bump isn't really there in real life. So again, a couple of bumps here and there that aren't really realistic. But now to the back straight here, we get through the kink. And we'd open DRS now, I'd say, as we get the second half of the straight to really max out the speed, and then in towards the brake zone where Vettel and Webber infamously crashed. So the back end's coming round. See, I'm not even turning that much, just not much rear grip. Again, back end getting loose there, very little grip. I'm going to have to put a lot of rear wing on, I think. On the power then, DRS open. Let's try again, shall we? And let's try and set a representative lap time. Into turn 1, we're going to push the limits a little bit more this time. A little bit later on the brakes. Patience on the throttle, not so much on the curb that time. Keep a tight line on the exit of 2 as we go up the hill now towards 3. Again, this one here, a lot of understeer through here. For the back end trying to get away from you. Going to use 2nd gear on the power very easily through there. Now for the double lefts on the power again, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Just got to be so cautious around this particular track version to get the power down. Again, through the right hander this time. We don't spin, but we almost lose the back end there. It's just so hard to get throttle down around this track circuit layout. There's not any other Istanbuls that I've seen, so this is the only one that I know of. So it's quite hard to get the power down, and I haven't really got any other options. They're still unscathed so far, easily flat through turn 8. Onto this very tricky chicane again, over the bump. Oh, that bump is a killer. I hardly put the power down. I'm going to open up the DRS now. I'm going to see if I can keep it. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it flat through the kink, I don't think. Or will I? Actually, I will. Okay, then we can keep it flat through there with DRS open, so that's fine. So we'll open up DRS earlier on from now on. Now into the brake zone. Back end slipping around there, got to be careful. Very little grip on the power again. As we now go into the final corner. Open up the taps. DRS open again, and there we go. Now we've got at least a representative lap time on the board. Inside of 130, there we go, just about inside of 130. 129.7. Into turn 1 then. Again, we're going to try and take a few more risks this time. So very nice line through 1 that time. Getting a good exit out of 2 as we go towards 3. Down a 5th gear, carrying a lot more speed that time. Keeping it in 3rd through here. I think I prefer 3rd gear. On the power, again through the double lefts. Just caressing the accelerator. And there we go, that's a much better first sector. As we now come into the start of sector 2. Into this right-hander. That's much better. Carrying a lot more speed into the corner. Now through turn 8, here we go. A little bit wide there. There we go, that'll do. Now down the hill, into the tricky chicane again. 4th gear. That'll do, that's much better. 4th gear seems to work nicely for me. There we go, DRS open now. Sector 2 done and dusted in the books. Keeping DRS open here through the kink. As we now go towards the final 3 corners here. I'm going to try and brake a lot later this time. That will do, that's much better. Back in trying to slip round, missed my apex a little bit there, but that's okay. Over the curbs. Oh, back in getting so light, but we got the power though, out the final corner. That was a good lap, that should be an improvement. It should be an improvement, there we go, 28.8. Right, I'm happy with that. Now we're going to come back into the pit lane, make a few setup changes, and see if we can try and find some more confidence around the circuit to really get the power down. Okay, so currently on the out lap, I'm going to run you guys through the changes. So first of all, we're going to run a high ERS mode. So obviously we was in balanced low before, now we're in balanced high. Not a hot lap just yet, we're not maxing things out just yet. So we're currently in balanced high, so a little bit more ERS power, which is good, a little bit more battery power for the lap. Also, brake bias, a small tweak, a little bit more towards the rear, just a little bit. And then I've actually put on quite a bit of rear wing. And on the out lap, I can feel the rear end sticking a lot better already, so that's really helped out. And also we've taken out a little bit of fuel as well, so hopefully those changes make a difference, and we can find that confidence to really push this car around here a little bit more. So here we go, through the final corner. I've kept the super soft tyres on. I might go to ultras later on for our ultimate banzai attempt, but we're going to stand on the supers for now and try and max this out. So here we go, turn 1, keeping it in 7th gear this time, attacking turn 1 on the power a lot earlier there. I've got no delta on my steering wheel, so we're kind of going in blind here in terms of whether we're improving or not. As we go up towards turn 3, keeping it planted in there, a lot more grip this time, through the right, on the power, a lot earlier there, through the double Fs, on the power again, much earlier, a lot more confidence on the throttle this time. Sector 1 done and dusted, now into the fast right, up the hill, a lot more confidence. You can see they're getting the power down so much earlier, feels so much more natural. And now into turn 8, this time there shouldn't be any dramas through here, nice and easy, there we go, open up the exit. 8th gear engaged, now into the tricky chicane section. How much can we push this? Not much, still very delicate through there. A little correction on the steering wheel, but we open up DRS onto the back straight then. Keeping it flat through the kink, of course. Nice and easy. 310 k's pretty much as we hit the brake zone. On the brakes heavy. A little bit early there, but we're going to actually get a very poor line, very wide. But there's a lot more grip at the rear to really let the car rotate through the corner. At the final corner, a little bit of a snappy back end there, but on the power, up to the line. Do we improve? Yes, we do. 27.8, we find a second. I'll try one more lap with this setup, and then we'll push it a little bit more next time. So this is going to be pretty much an all-out lap now with this current setup on the car. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to really push it this time. Down a couple of gears. Attack that curb on the inside. Keep it in 3rd gear this time. I'm going to try that out. There we go, that's much better. Really aggressive that time, that paid off beautifully. There's a lot more time through turn 1 as well. Through the uphill right, carrying the momentum. on the power super early now, really getting that confidence down. Then easy flat here through the triple Fs. This next one here, this one here catches you right out because you actually hit the curb and it comes at you very fast, but no dramas there as we now go into the chicane. Can we find some more time into here? This is the one where, you know, we can find a lot more lap time if we got it right, but I just don't have the confidence. This time no real major corrections, just a lot slower I think. But I think we would be up on the delta at the minute. It felt a lot quicker this lap, so we shall find out. There's a little bit of time to gain here in this next left-hander into the hairpin, so let's try and get late on the brakes, but try and keep the car narrow on the apex. Again, a little bit hot there. Same mistake as the last lap. Little lock up as well on the front. Using second gears, I'm a little bit wide there through the penultimate corner. Then through the final corner, power down a little bit earlier than last time. Back end gets very light mid-corner. Up to the line, do we improve? Yes, we do, just by a fraction. Not by much, but it's an improvement. So, now we're going to make some more setup changes and really line up this car. We're going to go for a full-on Banzai hot lap attempt and see if we can. I think I won 26.5 maybe with full power. Could be possible, so we're going to do that now and get all the bells and whistles on the car and really try and see if we can go for an absolute ultimate lap time attempt here and really go for the Banzai lap. Okay, so ultra soft tyres bolted on. We've also lowered the fuel from 20 to 10 litres now, so we're relatively light. I've also taken off a little bit of rear wing to have a little bit more of a snappy rear end, but I've taken off a little bit more front as well. So hopefully I'll have a lot more straight end speed. We're going to get the hot lap mode engaged. And here we go then, at the final corner, full power lap. Let's give it absolutely everything. We'll have a couple of stabs at this until we get it absolutely right. So here we go, turn one first of all. Keeping it in 7th on the limiter there. Through turn one, on the power nice and early. Back end trying to snap away, but we're going to keep it going in, keep the foot planted as we now go into turn 3. Going to really commit into this corner here, carry the speed. Down a couple of gears for the next right. A little bit too early on the curbing there, but that's okay. A little bit wide on the apex there as well for the double Fs. And there it goes, back end. Trying to get the power down too early. Luckily we catch it. We're going to have a little cool down and we'll try again. Here we go then, we'll try again. Through the final corner. Third gear. DRS open, there we go, on the power nice and early. Let's see if we can try and beat this lap time. Get a head down here for a lap. That's a lot of curb that time. Bit of scruffy through there, wasn't too happy with that, but we'll keep going. Keep our foot planted. Let's try and end this a little bit tidier, shall we? This time keeping it nice and tight through turn 3, which gives me a better line through 4. And now 5 and 6, much tighter this time. On the power, back and trying to snap away again there, but no dramas as we go towards the end of sector 1. A lot of time to gain here. Easy on the power. I can feel the back end snapping away. The little, just taking off a little bit of rear wing is making the car much more nervy at the rear again, but you know, we've got to get that extra straight line speed if possible. Turn 8, flat out, no dramas there, of course. Now for the chicane, a lot of time to make up here if I get it right. That will do. That will do, that's fine by me. DRS open. And now look at the speed in the bottom right, the difference in hot lap mode. We could do, you know, barely 310. And we're already at 310 now. And here we go, we're going to probably hit maybe 315, 316 into the brake zone. There it is, that's pretty good. Nice early apex there, that's much tidier. Over this inside curb of the penultimate corner. Should have carried a bit more speed there. Final corner then. On the power, DRS open, up to the line. There's our first hot lap mode banker out of DRS. So I need to manage a little bit better. That's a good improvement. 26.4. Already let's try and get into a low 26 if we can. Let's try another lap, already much tidier through 1 and 2. Now through 3. A little bit hotter this time. I'm going to compromise my line into turn 4 a bit, but that's okay. Now for the double Fs. Oh, a little snap there, but that's okay. That was a strong first sector. I can carry a little bit more speed into here, I think. That's much better. There we go. There's the commitment I'm talking about. Now carry the speed into turn 8. That's a much better line already. Just on entry, it's going to give me more straight line speed on the exit. Now for the chicane, let's try and keep a little bit more speedy here if we can. A little bit of understeer. Ah, damn it, overdid it. Back end got loose. I tried to push the limit a bit there, didn't really work out for me. Looks like we're going to max out here on hot lap mode. try at top speed, see if I can maybe find a bit more edge. That was good. That was very good into there. On the curb, give me a bit of, just a bit of an unsettled rear on the power. I think that's a bit of a scruffy lap, but I don't think we're going to improve here. Up to the line. Okay, we do actually find a little bit of time. Okay, so we're looking at 26.3. I think there's a 25 in there. I really do. I do think a 25 is possible. We're going to have a little cool down lap. And we'll go again. Tyre wear, of course, is turned off, as is fuel, so we can keep going. Tyre overheating is a thing, but just not the fuel consumption or the tyre wear. But let's have a little cool down, and we'll go again. Hopefully we can try and get that lap. I think a 125 is possible if I hook it absolutely up, put it like literally perfectly. And if my ERS management is a bit better as well, I think that would be ideal. Right, we're going to try again. I'm going to mess around with the ERS mode as well to try and save some ERS if I can, so that I've got enough for the final straight. Here we go. Power down out the final corner. Let's try one more time here. An absolute banzai. 110% lap. A little bit wide through one. Missing the apex slightly, but that's okay. Now we'll put it into charging ERS mode. There we go, that's much better. Very tidy through there, and also managed to save the ERS as well. Oh, that's close. Right, turn 8. That's what I'm talking about. Spot on through there. Now we're going to go to charging ERS again here. Oh, that was a little bit close. Straight back on the power, that will do. And then we'll save a little bit more ERS as well for the final 3 corners, and then reopen the taps on the pit straight. Come on, let's max out here, a little bit more speed. That was okay, we managed to get the turn in right. Oh no, back end went, no, that was such a good lap. Damn it, that was a good lap. That was potentially the one. Oh, mate, that was so close. I think a 25 is there, but... Oh no. Oh no, that was the one. I can't get it. I've been trying. I can't get it. Really, really tough. It's such a challenging track. This version of the track has a lot of bumps in it and very low grip, so it makes it really, really challenging, and it's hard to really commit 110%. But I really, really enjoyed that. I'll leave you guys now with the replay of the lap, of course, as always. But yeah, wow, this is so much fun. But yeah, guys, there we have it. That is another episode of the What If F1 Return to series. And today's episode featured Istanbul Park at Turkey for the formerly known Turkish Grand Prix here as Kimi Räikkönen in the Alfa Romeo. If you guys did enjoy it, then slap a like on the video. All the links down below will be to the mods that are in this video if you want to go check them out. The car in itself is a pay mod, just a full disclaimer there. But yeah, go check it out, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and give it a go. Let me know if you can try and get a 125 yourselves. The setup work isn't too complex. I only do aero, fuel and tyres pretty much, and the RS modes. I don't really go into the suspension or, you know, dampers and stuff like that, so maybe you guys can also get it quite easily. But that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe if you are new for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content, and turn on notifications to not miss a video from me. And finally, guys, check out these two videos on your screen if you have missed them. Apart from that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me.